As states reopen across America, the new cases or hospitalizations from COVID are accelerating once again. Meg Tirrell joins us right now with a look at the COVID hotspots and what's been driving the spike in those areas. And Meg, this is a concerning story.
It is, Becky. I mean, if you look at the country right now, it really is in two different situations. States like us in the Northeast are in recovery, whereas states in the South and parts of the West are really starting to see an increase after having reopened a few weeks ago. Specifically, epidemiologists are pointing out Texas, Florida, and Arizona. And we really want to home in on Arizona right now. If you take a look at the graph of their cases, you can see the reopening was in the early to middle of May. That blue line is the daily confirmed cases, and you are seeing a spike there. Now, there is some question of, is this just due to increased testing? Well, the red line is the test positive rate, and in Arizona, that's approaching 13%, and it's increasing. I've talked with experts there, including Dr. Michael Dake at the University of Arizona, who said this is not just increased testing. We are actually seeing more infection here. And when you look at the specific areas of the state, specifically Phoenix is an area that saw the fastest growth in the entire country of cases in the past week. And you can see here for Arizona, this is Apple's mobility data. People are starting to move around again. This is driving data showing it's reached baseline levels and even a little bit higher than baseline levels again after dropping down when everything closed down. So they do say this is probably associated with reopening. And one factor, guys, that we've been talking about this morning is that in many of these very hot states, we're actually in indoor season, people coming back inside and staying closer together, and that could be contributing to spread. Here's an interesting look, if you want to really drill down to the county level, at potential hotspots. This is a combination of potential indicators from Carnegie Mellon and other researchers. The darker areas are where people are going to the doctor or doing telemedicine visits for COVID. They're Googling COVID. They are reporting on Facebook surveys that they have symptoms or somebody they know has symptoms. And you can see a lot of places, California, Arizona, southern part of Florida, you are seeing that a lot more. So we could see potential upticks there, guys. Back over to you.
Hey, Meg, I guess the question is, because these are the states that are open and opened up, would we see similar trends here as places in the Northeast where, you know, these were the hotspots originally? Things have died down a bit. But if we start to open up like we are gradually starting to do right now, will those similar trends pick up here?
I've asked epidemiologists that question because I'm wondering the same thing. Are we just a few weeks away from seeing a similar spike like they're seeing in Arizona? And the answer they're giving me is they just don't know. I mean, this is a new disease. We don't know what the trends are going to look like. But one thing they will note about Arizona is that they didn't see this spike already that we've seen here in the Northeast. Dr. Dake was telling me they were kind of expecting this surge to potentially come in June because they really hadn't seen it before. So different curves, but we're going to have to see how it looks as we reopen and what steps we take to try to be careful.